morning, kids. What time is it?
Daredevil Born Again, Episode 7. We're in the aftermath of Muse getting killed quite prematurely, in my opinion. I'm not sure why they set him up as kind of like the big villain of this season, just to get him killed right away. And it's like, it wasn't even a big finale. It was more like, Matt's girlfriend Heather just picks up the gun that he brought with him, that Muse brought with him, and just shoots him. It was kind of weird. I did not like that. I did not like the way Muse was portrayed in this series. It wasn't very comic book accurate, and they just got rid of him. So seemed like he was just there so that the Kingpin could set up his vigilante task force, and that was the only reason for that. So the last episode, I did like the last episode, except for that choice of Muse getting killed. So we'll see. So episode 7, we see in the like I said, the aftermath of Muse getting killed. Heather's obviously been traumatized by Muse, and she starts going off on all vigilantes in general, which I guess you could sympathize with. But then she said something like, the line was something like, there's no difference between Muse and Daredevil. They're both, boys wearing masks and doing it. And like, how can you even say that there's no difference between Muse and Daredevil? I mean, Daredevil literally just went in and saved her life, saved her from Muse or whatever he was going to do to her. And she just thinks they're both the same. Obviously, Matt's not liking that, even though she doesn't know that he's Daredevil. And he goes, their relationship is basically on the rocks, which I never really liked this whole Matt-Heather relationship from the beginning. It seems like it was very forced just to have this character in there. Not sure why, but anyways. So he goes to Josie's, where he used to hang out with Foggy and Karen. And while he's there, he remembers something that happened way back in episode 1 before Foggy got killed, that they were all celebrating there. And something clicks to him in his mind that Foggy was celebrating prematurely because he hadn't won his case yet, but he must have known he was on the verge of winning his case. And therefore, Matt puts together that his death wasn't some kind of random thing that Bullseye just wanted, to kill him to get back at Matt or anything like that. It was like that someone hired Bullseye to kill Foggy so that he wouldn't win the case. So he starts thinking about that. And meanwhile, we have he automatically starts thinking that it has to be the Kingpin. And meanwhile, we get to a scene with the Kingpin and Vanessa. Kingpin shows Vanessa where he's been keeping Adam all this time. I was wrong. I thought she knew all along, but apparently she didn't know that he had been keeping Adam a prisoner after that beating. And on top of that, I was doubly wrong because I thought I was pretty sure that after the beating that Kingpin gave him last episode that he killed him. But no, he's still alive. And but not for long, because while they're there, while Vanessa, while Kingpin shows Vanessa what he's been doing to him all this time, just holding them there, she grabs a gun and kills Adam. And it's like this shared experience of her killing Adam in front of the Kingpin that kind of like repairs whatever rift they had together. They're like back there. It wasn't like the therapy with Heather or anything like that. It's kind of like this shared experience of killing Adam. They finally kind of like exorcised the demon that was in between them of their marriage. And now everything's perfectly fine again with them after killing this poor guy who just happened to be in the wrong situation at the wrong time. So meanwhile, we have Bullseye here, who was someone ordered the prison to release. He had been secluded, but ordered the prison to release him into the general population, knowing full well that he was in danger of getting killed, and there's a reason for that. So he knows he's in danger of getting killed, and he wants to. He asks for Matt to come see him. Matt, of course, under normal circumstances, the last thing he'd want to do is come see him, but because he wants to find out. He wants the confirmation of who actually hired him to kill Foggy. Now that he's got this, now the guy's in his head that somebody hired him. It wasn't some random killing by him. He does go see him, and of course, Bullseye kind of plays around with it and basically tells him, if you can, if Matt can get him out of there, can get him out of the prison, or at least out of the situation where he's in Gen Pop, where he's going to get killed, then he'll let them know. And of course, Matt gets angry. He knows he's playing him. So Matt kind of grabs the back of his head and slams him on the table a few times. And Bullseye just smiles at him and says, "Thank you, counselor," which means that what happened there is that there's a tooth that was loosened in Bullseye's mouth, which he later on uses to shoot out at the guard that was and basically that was his way of escaping prison. They have his hands obviously always shackled because they know how dangerous he is. But what they don't realize is that his tooth was loose. He basically shoots the tooth out and nails the guard, and then kind of frees himself and escapes from the prison. And that's why he said, "Thank you, counselor." But to me, that was kind of like, you didn't really need to do that. I mean, if that was all it took for you to do it, why wouldn't you just bash your own face and just to loosen the tooth? I mean, you didn't need Matt to do that. So, I mean, that was kind of whatever. Anyways, the Bullseye's out loose, and he's looking, he's going looking for revenge against Vanessa, who apparently she's the one who got the prison warden or the prison guards to release him into the general population, because she wants him killed in order to erase all evidence of her being involved in all this. But he's out loose now. Meanwhile, Wilson Fisk, Kingpin, and Vanessa are going to this big gala event in honor of like him raising all this money for his Red Hook project that's supposed to revitalize the town. And while he's there, Matt is also there because Heather was involved, and so like Matt is her plus one. He never wanted to even go anywhere near there. And as a matter of fact, as soon as he found out that Heather was involved with Fisk at all because of being the therapist, he immediately told her, just, "You want nothing to do with this guy." But he does show up there because he really wants to find out, like he wants confirmation that why that Kingpin hired him to kill Foggy. So while he's there, he uses his hearing, his enhanced hearing, to hear conversations, and he does. And what he does here is that, surprisingly, it was not Wilson Fisk. Of course, it was Vanessa, because she was in charge of the criminal enterprise at the time that that Foggy got killed. It was actually Vanessa who hired Bullseye to kill Foggy, because Foggy was about to win a case against someone who was involved with her in her criminal organization, so she wanted Foggy out of the way. So he actually confronts her very like on the sly. He kind of like moves into the dance floor and cuts in between Wilson Fisk and her and tells her he knows that she was involved and she's gonna pay for that. But in the meantime, what no one realizes is that Bullseye is out. He makes his way over there. He disguises himself as a cop, makes his way into the gala up high on one of the on the second floor where it looks out onto the dance floor, and he has a rifle, and he targets. I believe he targets Kingpin, even though it was Vanessa that maybe he was trying to kill Kingpin to get back at Vanessa, or basically he blames Kingpin for it anyways, because Vanessa's, they're both involved. So he targets Kingpin, but at the last minute, Matt realizes what's going on. He hears the gun being cocked to shoot, and he moves in and takes the bullet for Wilson Fisk. He basically saves Wilson Fisk's life. Takes the bullet, and Matt's down. We don't know how bad he's injured. It looks like it was like somewhere around between his chest and his shoulder. I mean, obviously it can't be critical because we still have one more episode to go, and we know there's going to be a big finale, and Daredevil's got to be involved, so he's going to have some kind of miraculous recovery from this. And of course, we know from the past that he one of his abilities is to heal faster from just learning all these kind of meditative techniques. So I'm sure that's what's going to happen. But meanwhile, he saves Wilson Fisk's life. So let's see what happens in the future in terms of now Fisk owing him his life, even though he hates him and he wants to get rid of all vigilantes. Now he owes Matt his life. So we'll see what happens then. And then basically that's how the episode ends. Everybody's running away from the celebration, screaming after the shot. Bullseye's still out there somewhere, and Matt Heather's is trying to figure out how badly Matt is hurt. He's just laying there on the ground, blood spilling all over the place. So we'll see. It's quite a cliffhanger type that leads into the last episode, which hopefully will be good. It'll just be just as good as this. This was a pretty good episode, I thought. Really, very streamlined, very action packed. A lot was revealed here about Foggy and everything, and so we'll see. Looking forward to the finale next week, and I give this another solid 8 out of 10. So that'll be it for me. Let me know what you thought of this episode, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching GeekTime TV. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, make sure to check the little bell icon anytime someone from our network drops new content here. Want some GeekTime swag? Check out the merchandise available in the GeekTime TV store, linked in the channel description below. Share GeekTime TV with friends, and as always, thank you for your support. We'll see you soon.